Well, even the UK ended up being much more supportive in terms of the central bank than they had previously shown.
Yes, and yeah, so again, it's almost like hand in hand where the government, so the US government is obviously trying to be very proactive, very stimulative, and the UK government is talking about raising, some tax hikes. And I don't know, that could have helped push the Bank of England to go slower. But my general view is, and hopefully it's just built, it's not built on hope, but I do think we're coming, certainly with the news today around the COVID pill, but I do feel like we're transitioning globally, and maybe some parts of the world are transitioning slower, say Asia, where we're learning to live with COVID, and hopefully this will also make everything a lot safer as well. But my view is that this was kind of like a almost a war, and this was a huge shock to people's psyche, and I think one of the results is, we're talking about a lot of people quitting their jobs and starting businesses. I think people want to take chances more, and I think that that's really gonna that and everything happening in the crypto world, everything happening. We talk about it in Macro Hive where a lot of things that, especially in the service sector, that may take in technology terms 5 years to for transitions to happen, they probably happened in one. And so I'm very bullish in general.
Yeah. So,
And
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there. That's something I've heard Stanley Druckenmiller talk about. He said that a lot of these transitions, let's just say towards Zoom and all these work from homes, these were trends that were in place for a long time. And what
yeah,
COVID did was, instead of that trend taking the next decade to occur, it sped it all up into 1 or 2 years. Is that
yeah,
is that kind of the thinking that you're
that's
saying?
100%. Yeah. I mean, I would say, a few other examples, telemedicine, I mean, it's a small thing, but like if you have an issue and you could, and especially here in the UK, often you would have to go see a doctor. There's a procedural, that takes you away from work, that may take you away from your family. And, but so that I think can help in many ways around productivity. And
Right.
that is a multitude of things that could be done virtual. Even just food delivery. At supermarkets now, that very fast transition more towards automated checkout. But there's all this stuff I think that's been fast forwarded on the Zoom thing. That I hope. I'm very much an in person kind of person, so I think that there's a lot of benefit for people. Maybe not 5 days a week, but people meeting up, and obviously when things are safe, meeting up and having those random interactions, and that can stimulate a lot of interesting ideas. But in general, I think that technology, but just as important, is really around the fact that I think a lot more people are open to taking risks. And when I talk to people, and I'm sure you've heard this as well, often in emerging market countries, their view is when they talk about America, as an example, they say, what the difference between where I grew up and what you guys have in America is, in America, it's like almost a badge of honor that you failed.
Right.
And imagine how the stimulative that is on the economy. So for me, I think that this hopefully is something that will permeate throughout the world, and I think that's going to happen over the next couple of years.